COVID, the coronavirus, known by many names, this tiny virus has changed our lives forever. Um, our lives haven't been the same since the virus hit in the year 2020, March 2020 to be exact. The way it has changed our lives has been by the way we communicate, our physical being, and the the good things that came from the virus was the new technology that came from it. According to article by according to an article named "From the Equality to the Globe Poverty: How COVID-19 has been affecting societies and economies." This article was published on September 30th, 2020. It states that no epidemic has ever is just a health issue in isolation. A COVID-19 has emphasized this on a global stage, and we need to be looking at the terms and economic issues, livelihood issues, social issues, and political issues as well. What I'll be talking in this discussion, this speech, would be, well, what I said before, which was how COVID-19 has changed us in physically, uh, and the way we communicate, and the new technology has brought us in this pandemic. The way it changes physically, um, can come from many ways. According to the CDC, in the article "Long COVID and Post COVID Conditions," this was last updated on December 16, 2022. People with post COVID conditions can have a wide range of symptoms that can last weeks, months, even years after infection, and sometimes symptoms can even go away or come back. What this means is that even though once you had the virus can come back and affect you even worse, or the symptoms can just last a long time. In my personal experience, I I was like I was not affected with COVID when it first started. I had COVID in December of last year, December 2022, and the way I feel affected by it was even now I still have trouble not breathing, but sense of smell and sense of taste. I used to have very good sense of taste before the COVID hit, and great sense of smell. But now after I had COVID, it's been down to like from 10 to like 6. Um, Now going from how it could affect how it affected us physically to how to some of the new things that COVID has brought us, was which is actually pretty nice, that some new tech was adapted or created so our lives could be much easier. One of the things was telemedicine by ABC News. An article by ABC News called titled "The Five Lasting Changes from COVID-19 Pandemic," which was posted on August 16, 2020. The telemedicine. Uh, Sorry. The 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 telemedicine is a type of a it's like Zoom but for medical professionals. Which, oh, by ABC News, which states because the doctor and therapist patient relationships is rooted in a personal condition connection, there may be raw a virtual reality based um, communication options in the future if patients are mobility have mobility or travel has become an issue. This has helped many people in during the pandemic. Um, for example, uh, my grandparents couldn't travel to the doctors because the since there was COVID, the doctor offices were closed and stuff like that. But now, if someone's sick and like they don't want to affect people in the office the it will or will be ready for another pandemic, this will help a lot too. You don't have to go to the doctor's office. You just communicate with through like a Zoom type of computer screen, which is honestly really great. And then the third way COVID has affected us. Now moving on from new tech and going to the way we now communicate. One of the things is Zoom. Forbes posted an article called "The 14 Pandemics Driven and Tech Innovations That Will Continue and Impact the World" on January 4th, 2021. It explains as it gives an example of what Zoom is, which is it's a possibly one of the number one technical foundations at agility's flexibility and digital cloud computing has been a key in transforming a business, which it does help for people who are sick and don't want to infect people in their offices. They can just work from home. And like I feel like most of our students have dealt with before, which is online learning. At first, at least for me, it was pretty difficult. I got like it was just it's just you're at home. There's so many distractions. It's very distracting. It's hard to be in class while you're not in class. Another way COVID has changed our way of communication is that uh, personally, um, when you hear, at least for me, when I hear someone is sick, it's like you you want to be with them, but you want to keep them at a distance because you don't know what it could be. Like COVID has really changed our state of minds to be more aware when someone is sick. And from what I mentioned today, COVID changed the ways um, we talk, we communicate, has changed the way has changed us physically, and has changed the future with new technology and with new technology to be prepared for hopefully be more prepared for the next epidemic that may occur. Thank you.